I just throw my business in.
Right.
And I don't even camp that much, but
Yeah.
I got it organized well, so I can just go poop and do the food, and I'm good.
Awesome.
So.
All right, well, we'll get started. Kip will come in when she gets here. Let's just inhale our arms to the sky. Side bend over to the right. Inhale to center. Side bend to the left. Let's just do that rainbow side to side a couple times. Just get ourselves moving. Fridays are always like, I don't know what I want to do today. I'm kind of tired. And, we'll come back to the center. Let's twist to the right. Arms can come wide. Inhale to the sky. Twist to the left. Inhale to center. One more time. Let's go right. Inhale. And then one more time left. This time we'll inhale to the sky. Come down. Nice forward fold. The hamstrings might be tight, so let's just pedal out the knees, let one knee bend and then the other. I like to even pick up my heels, kind of alternate that, just kind of get things moving. Then we'll hold in stillness, bring the hands to the chin, inhale, lift the chest, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's sweep all the way to the sky. Hands to the heart, will come to chair. The toes can be together or apart, wherever you like them to be. Just hold the chair, nice tall spine, belly pulls in.
She's running.
Is she? I do it. Let's just twist to the right. Doesn't have to be a big twist yet. Back to center. We'll twist to the left. Back to center. Let's forward fold. Maybe straighten out the legs this time. Let the head dangle. Gently shake it, yes or no. We got you all set.
Thank you so much. That's okay.
We'll inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep to the sky. Let's actually step our right foot a little bit forward, our left foot back. We'll come to just a high lunge. Inhale the arms to the sky. Just hold it here. Then fly the arms back, hinge the chest forward. Flight. We'll inhale, lift back up to high lunge.
What did you call that one, Julie?
Flight.
Flight?
Yeah. Inhale back to high lunge.
It's like the Mercury hood ornament.
Yeah. Yeah. Exhale, flight. One more inhale, high lunge. Exhale, flight. And then from here, we're going to put our back heel down. It opens the hips to the side and just cartwheel the arms up and over. Now we're in warrior two, so the knee is right over the ankle. Let's just reach side to side. Warm up the core a little. And I can open the doors if you guys decide to get a little warm, so just let me know. I'm always warm right now, so.
I always love fresh air, so.
Yeah. Let's hold our warrior two. Inhale the front arm up and overhead. Little stretch back. And then we're gonna lean forward. The right elbow, can come down onto the thigh. And we're gonna do that reverse again. And then come back down to the thigh. This is side angle. Do that a couple times. Lift, big inhale. Exhale, come down. One more lift. Exhale, lower. Then we'll just pivot down, bring our hands down around that front foot, lift the back heel. Now we're in a low runner's lunge. And just lift and lower the hips. Just a little bit. The front leg straightens a little and then it bends again. Turn towards your left, bringing both toes facing the same direction. Now we're in like a nice wide fold. I like to bend one knee then the other. We're still just kind of warming up, seeing what's tight, what's sore, what needs movement. Then we'll stillness. Let that head dangle for 1 second. Bring the hands to the thighs or the hips. Lead with the chest. Come all the way to the sky. Arms lift. We'll just step back to the front and we'll step the right foot back, coming into a high lunge with the left leg leading. The back heel is up to start. We'll inhale the arms to the sky. Just hold here. Then we'll take flight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flight. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flight. One more lift. One more flight. This is where we turn that back heel down, cartwheel the right arm up and over, and we come to our warrior two. Front knee is bent. Nice cross chest. Yeah. Little tick-tock with those ribs, side to side. Warming up the core. We'll hold in our warrior two, flip the front arm up, overhead, reverse. Then we'll flow. We'll lower the left arm down, the right arm lifts. Then we'll inhale, reverse. Exhale, lower.
I swear everybody breathes faster than I do.
Inhale, reverse.
I feel like I'm.
Okay.
When I do it the way that.
Yes,
it's
that's
every
the
time.
movement. Yeah.
It's not just you, it's everybody. Like, does everybody breathe faster than I do?
Let's do one more lift. Then we'll hold our little side angle, which is the arm down. Then turn towards your front foot, lift the back heel. Now we're in that runner's lunge. Lift and lower the hips. Then we'll bring the hands all the way down, slide that left foot back. We're coming into a plank. You're welcome to take your knees at any point, but we're just going to hold our plank. Shoulders right over wrists, heels right over the ball of the feet. Press through the upper back, pull the belly to the spine. Then we'll lower the knees and push back to child's pose. Reach those arms forward. Walk the hands to the right. You get a little more of a stretch on that left side. Then we'll come back to center. Walk over to the left. Come back to center. And we'll just walk the hands in so we can come up. So you're welcome to take a different seated pose if your knees bother you. I have those pads if you need the pads. Also, what we're going to do, for those of us who can be on our knees, we're going to do our arms on our knees. But if at any point your knees bother you, we can do it more seated. You can even come to a full seat if you need to. But we're going to try stay up on our knees. So palms are forward, bicep curls. Pull the belly to the spine. The tailbone slightly tucks down. Shoulders are down and back. And you don't want to have a big swing going on. You want to try to keep the shoulders over the hips over the knees. Little up and down. Use your breath. Did you sleep last night, Chip?
I did.
Good.
That's always nice.
Yes.
I slept better too because Pete didn't get up.
Oh, is that a dog or cat?
No.
Yeah.
Does he don't like it up in the night?
Or just early in the morning.
He gets up and he hacks.
Oh, no.
He's my dog she's now departed, but she did that a lot last year for life.
We're going to hold right at halfway point, a little 90 degree, just little pulses. Think about those biceps. All the mind-body connection. You just start just being mindful of those places we're working. We're going to turn the thumbs up and keep the little pulses. You can always put the weights down at any point. Then keeping this 90-degree bend in the arms, we're going to just lift and lower. I'm going to take my right leg and extend it out to the side.
That pop, Julie.
I know, I pop all the time.
I do too, in the first thing in the morning too.
Yes.
My hips are just.
Yes.
You know,
So you're just pressing that right foot into the mat. That leg is nice and strong. The quad of your standing knee is nice and strong. Think about other parts when the shoulders want to yell at you. Pull the belly in. You can go full range like we're doing, or make it smaller if that feels better. We're going to hold the elbows up and pulse in 3, 2, little lift, just a little lift. Kind of think about that elbow leading. Shoulder blades are down and back though, yeah?
Burn.
We're going to bring our outside hand, which for you guys is your left, down to the mat. And we're going to shoot the right arm to the sky. And we're just going to take a little slide down over the ribs and back to shoulder. So it's a very small movement. Pull the belly in. You can always have a bent arm if that's maybe what your shoulder's telling you to do. Or just pull the arm up if that's better. We won't be here very long. 3, 2, bring the weight to the chest. Lift yourself back up. We're going back to that wide elbow. So we're pressing out, pulling in. Little press, little pull. If you need to be more chest height, you can try that. Might be better. If you can be about shoulder height, we'll stay there. Pull the belly to the spine. Press through that right foot. We're going to switch legs. In 3, 2. Last one. Take a little break for the arms. We'll switch. Bring the left arm. This time we go to goal post. And it's just a little pop. Just a little pop right to start. Think about squeezing those shoulder blades together and down. Pull the belly in. Little pops. We'll change from this to all the way up, back to just shoulder height.
We do core, and when we do legs, that feels pretty good, and then we do arms.
And I know, it's such light weights, and you're like, how can light weights kill you? They do.
Yes, they do.
Because we do so many reps. We hold still in 3, 2. Last one. We'll bring the right arm down now and lift the left to the sky. And it's just a little slide right over those ribs and back to the shoulder. Doesn't seem like much, but we're getting all those little bitty muscles in the shoulder joint that sometimes want to give us trouble. Press through the foot.
How's your shoulder, Julie? Didn't you?
It's
you
better
have
now,
issues?
yeah, for
Good.
the moment. We'll see. I tweak it again, but I feel like there's so many weaknesses, you can barely keep up with them. Like, I just exchange one
more and more
another.
older I get.
Yeah. We'll bring the weight to the shoulder. We'll lift ourselves up. This time we're going over the back of the head, so the elbows are going to point forward like we're framing our face. And it's just a little lift and lower. Press that left foot into the mat. You can bring the weights together. Sometimes that feels better. A little harder to keep them separated. Yeah. And then we're going to think of just pulsing right behind the head. Just little bitty pulses. That little slide right behind the head. Pull the belly in if you feel like your back wants to arch. We're almost done with this series. and just sit on her knees now. I'm going to just crack one of the doors. How's your hair, sweetie?
I had it braided last night for
How did your brown belt
How did
test
it
go?
go?
Oh, I ended up not picking it.
Oh!
It depends on who's there. Like, if it's a low numbered class, then they'll test it. We have enough people there.
So, I'll tell you what, we're going to come to tabletop. So we're going to work on our triceps, and I think it'll be easier from this position. I'm going to take just one weight in my right arm, and I'm going to bring my elbow in line with my side. And you want to keep the arm lifted and snug, and just kick the pinky back and come back to the hip. Little kickbacks. Pull the belly to the spine. Imagine both hip bones are shining down towards the mat. You're using that left arm to support you, but you want to almost curl your fingers down into the mat. It'll take a little pressure off the wrist. We hold the weight back in 3, 2, straight arm, just little lift. Think of squeezing that shoulder blade back and down. Nice straight elbow. Maybe think about extending the left leg just for fun. Test your balance. Oh boy, just for fun. Yeah. You can do it. Toes are down.
I think that helps a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Wow.
2. Last one. Bring the weight down, the knee down. We're going to switch to the left side.
That's a really good isolation to get
Yes.
that tricep. That's
Yes.
really good.
So pull your belly to the spine so you have a nice flat back. We're going to bring that elbow nice snug to the ribs and then just kick back to start.
I've never done this way. This is good.
Yes. Because you kind of need a hinge when you're standing to really get it, but
This
helps
is
you.
better for my back.
Right.
Standing and bending forward is no good.
That's what I was thinking, so.
Thank you.
Yes. We'll do a straight arm in 3, 2, straight arm, just little lift, squeeze the shoulder blades. Think of the whole back of the arm, even the back of the shoulder, the delts. Pressing up, and if you want to add that right leg back behind, toes down. Pull the core in. We've got 3, 2, last one. Bring the weight down. Sit back. Just roll out the wrists. Inhale the arms long. Bring one across the body. Look out over that shoulder. I'm going to lift that arm to the sky. Bend at the elbow. Gently press it back. Maybe side bend. All the muscles are connected, obviously. They're called a chain. And that's why sometimes adding extra little, you get the extra. You reach those little muscle chains where you normally can't. Inhale the arm to the sky, bend the elbow, press back, and then a slight side bend.
I've been trying to figure out how my plantar fascia connects.
Oh, yes.
That's a tricky
It
one.
runs.
It's all connected.
All the way up,
Yeah.
all the way up. So
Yeah.
you have to work the
Yeah.
hamstring, the calf.
But I think,
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's the hamstrings that are getting tight, or maybe
Probably.
something in the hips.
Yes. Giving that psoas, which is
Like
real
when I
deep
skip
into-
here, I
Yes.
get plantar fascia.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to come to a plank. Well, actually, an incline plank. So your knees will stay down. You're just going to have a nice little diagonal. You're going to pull the belly into the spine, press through the arms, and we're going to let the right hip dip down. Come back to center, the left. So it's just a little tick-tock of the hips. You can stay on your knees, or you can lift up to full plank and drop one hip, then the other. Use your breath. Go at your own pace. I always pause center when I transition Just gets everything fired up. Tops of the feet can be pressing down. Pull the belly to the spine. We've got 3, 2.
Reese was so good.
Yes, last one. We'll bring the hips back towards the heels, stretch it all
I
out.
think the yoga studio needs to move someplace where they can have the glass
Yes.
doors.
That would be so cool.
My neighbor has that. She, Joy Brown,
Uh-huh.
she
Yes.
does kind of what you do here.
Okay, awesome.
I think. Anyway, but they built their house garage doors along the back. And I thought,
Cool.
that was a great idea.
So you can stay at this incline with the knees down and just tap one knee out and then the other if you don't want to be in full plank. But I'm going to come up to the toes and just tap side to side. Or do the high plank and then take a break when you need to. Come back. We're getting all the really deep accessory muscles today. We'll do 2 more each side. And when you get back to center, just hold your plank. Pull the belly in. Heels over the balls of the feet. Shoulders over the wrists. We're holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push the hips up. Come to down dog. This time the legs are straight. The back is straight. The heels are reaching towards the mat. We're going to roll to plank. And then lift back to down dog. It's a big inhale, roll forward. Exhale, push the hips up and back down dog. Go with your own breath. At your own pace. We're getting full body activation here. We'll do 2 more rolls. And 1 more. We're going to bring our knees down. We're going to turn so we can put our little loop on our thighs. So I'm going to put it right above my knees, but on the thigh part of my leg. So you don't want it on the knee joint, of course. And then we're going to come onto the side. You can use your ball to rest your head on. You can use your bicep to rest your head. If you look down your body, the shoulder, hips, knees, ankles are kind of all in one line, and the hips are stacked. So you can be fully relaxed with the neck, okay?
I'm going to watch her.
Yes. I'm going to keep my legs both straight. It just makes it harder. But if you want to bend the bottom knee for a kickstand, you're welcome to it. You just want to keep the hips stacked. And we're just going to lift and lower to start. I like to flex my foot. We're thinking side of the leg. And we're also thinking reach that leg long as you lift. So you're trying to...
What are you doing with your foot?
I have a flex foot to start. I'm thinking ankle, side of the knee, side of the hip, lift and lower. It's more thinking lengthening the leg as you lift than like how far you go. Your glutes are probably yelling at you. Pull the belly to the spine.
Super happy I have the light band.
Yes! We're going to hold a little resistance against the band. Point your toe this time and make little circles. Like you're drawing, maybe tracing a softball. So it's just a small circle with a pointed toe. Doesn't have to be a death grip on the toes, just slightly pointed. And then reverse, circle the other way. You're probably burning. You can take a break and come back to it whenever you need. A little circle reversing. 3, 2. Now we hold that leg steady. I'm flexing the foot again. I'm just going to bring the foot a few inches in front of my body, and then I'm going to swing it back. So it's like that little pendulum swing. And the key is to try to have as little hip rocking as possible. So you pull the belly to the spine. You're still trying to keep the hips stacked. You can begin to change the foot. I like to come forward with a flex and point on my way back. Or you can just keep your foot steady. Just adds an extra little element. We're just swinging the leg front to back. Squeeze the glute on the back. The quad is working on the kick forward. We're going to hold the back diagonal. Once you get there, point the toe, and it's little lifts at a back diagonal. So think glute, pull the belly to the spine, reach that toe really, really long. Little lift, belly in. 3, 2. Last one, let that toe or that leg come all the way down. Reach your top arm up and over, maybe even gently grab the wrist, and it'll stretch maybe that whole left side. So we're going to bring that top foot behind us with a bend. The foot is flat, the knee is lifted, the hips are still stacked, and we're going to walk the bottom foot just like one step forward. So we're at a diagonal, and then we're doing little lifts with the bottom leg. Pull the belly to the spine. If your hip bones is causing you to have too much discomfort, just slightly roll back onto your glutes so you have a little more flesh to lean onto. But we're just lifting and lowering that bottom leg. Little lift. Squeeze the glutes. Belly to the spine. 3, 2. Now we're just going to keep the left leg, the top leg bent, and roll onto our back. So our right leg is still extended long. The left leg is our anchor, okay? You can have your hands behind your head. If you would like, just resting your head in the palms of the hands. I'm going to point my right toe. I'm going to lift it to the sky as I crunch up, and then lower down, lower the leg. So everything lifts, everything lowers. So it's a little crunch and lift with the straight leg. Go slow, go with your breath. When I crunch up, I like to exhale and pull the belly to the spine. We're going to hold the ab curl in the leg at a diagonal in 3, 2. Hold your ab curl. You're welcome to keep the head in the fingers. I'm going to reach towards my thigh. And then my right leg, I'm just pressing out against the band. So I'm holding the ab curl. I'm reaching my fingers long. I'm trying to keep that left leg anchored, and I'm just moving my right leg slightly out against the band. So we're going 1 out, 1 lift, 1 out, 1 lift, out, lift. So now that right leg's getting some work before we roll over. Belly pulls in. We've got 3, 2, last one. Bring that right foot down. Take a big breather. Relax the head. Relax the shoulders. So we're going to go right to the left leg. Do all that again before we come on to our side. So now the right leg is the anchor. The left leg is going to go long. You can ab curl up with the hands behind the head as the leg lifts, and then we lower. So we're doing straight leg lifts with an ab curl. Is it getting all tangled up for you? That's the only thing about the
Because it's the light one.
the lighter ones, yeah, they always curl up. Use your breath. We're going to hold the leg up, hold the ab curl in 3, 2, hold. I'm reaching the arms long, but you can keep supporting. We're just pressing out to the left on the band. Little out, pull the belly to the spine. Press through that right foot. Little out. Now lift one out, one up with that left leg. We're drawing a letter L with the toes. Belly pulls in. Use your breath. We've got 3, 2, last one. You'll roll on to that left side. I'm going to flip over just so that you can see me if you look at me. So we're laying back down on that left bicep, the ball. The hips are stacked. The belly's pulled in. We're thinking about the top leg. I like to flex the foot. We'll just lift and lower. So the core stays activated. We're trying to keep the hips as steady as possible. Just the leg is lifting and lowering. And we're almost imagining that we're reaching that leg as far out of the hip socket as we can as we lift. This leg's already done a lot of work, so it's probably yelling at us. 3, 2, hold. So a little resistant on the band. You're going to point your toe and draw little circles like a softball size circle. So it's a little up and around, up and around, up and around. Now reverse. Circle the other way. Pull the belly in. Press through the ball if you're using it in front of the chest. It's your anchor. 3, 2. We're going to flex the foot again. Bring the foot forward a couple inches and back a couple inches. So that little pendulum swing. Trying to keep the hips stacked. Trying to keep it from so much rocking, just the leg moving as much as possible. You can point and flex the foot with the movement if you like. Whichever way is fine, just what your body naturally wants to do. We hold at that diagonal in 3, 2. Now we're holding back at a diagonal, point the toes, little lifts to finish, like you're trying to reach the back corner of the room. Reach that leg as long as you can. 3, 2. You might be shaking. The last one. Relax the top leg and then bring your top arm up and over. You can gently grab the wrist and pull the arm overhead. Get a little stretch. Then we'll bring that right leg behind, the foot plants, the knee is lifted. And then the left leg, we just walk out like one step at a diagonal, and we're doing those little inner thigh lifts. Pull the belly to the spine. Use your breath. We're doing inner thigh, but also outer thigh because we're resisting against that band. We've got 3, 2, last one. We're going to come onto our bellies, keeping the band on your thighs.
Jasper.
Yeah, you may want to flip around so you can see what we're doing. We're going to do some back work. So you may decide doing it on the ball is too much pressure for your lower back. So I'm going to show you how to do it without the ball first. We're going to stack our hands, put our forehead on our hands. You imagine that your forehead is glued to your hands, so your neck is relaxed and it's just resting on the hands. We're going to pull the belly to the spine, tuck the tailbone down. You should almost feel your pelvis bone against the mat. Your glutes are fired up. And then we're keeping the hand to the forehead. We're just going to lift the chest by squeezing the upper back. Think about shoulder blades together. And then lower back down. Inhale, lift, squeeze those shoulder blades. Exhale down. And the whole time you're moving, you're keeping the tailbone tucked, the pelvis down on the mat, and we're just lifting and lowering. The tops of the feet are pressing down. The bum is active. You can make the lift as little or big as you need. As you get stronger, you'll go bigger. We've got 3, 2, last one. We'll just rest the forehead on the hands, and now we're going to think about the feet, okay? We're going to start with the right. I like to pull the belly to the spine, tuck the tailbone back down. That's called reset. And then we're going to think about lifting the right thigh off the mat, just an inch or so. You should feel the back of the leg fire up, the hamstrings, the glutes. And you're also thinking, reach your toes far back behind you as you can. And then lower down. So lift that leg and lower. So it's a little lift and reach and a lower. The belly stays pulled in. The pelvic is slightly tilted down. You're just using the back of the leg. There should be no pressure to the low back because it's just a little bitty movement of the leg up and down, squeezing that bone. We've got 3 and 2. Last one. Bring the foot down, rock the hips side to side, let everything release, and then we're going to reset. So pull the belly to the spine, tuck the pelvis down, and then when you're ready, we're going to lift the left leg by reaching long as we can and lower down. So it's a lift and a lower. The head is relaxed, the neck is relaxed, the shoulders for right now. We're just working the legs. So a little lift, a little lower. Squeeze the bum as you lift. Reach the toes as far as you can. We've got 3, 2. Last one. Relax everything down, rock those hips. Now we're going to do that with both legs, and then we'll add the back, the arms lift if you want to, okay? So we'll pull the belly to the spine, tuck the tailbone down. Think about the legs to start. We're going to lift both legs up, reaching them as far behind you as possible, and come down. So it's a little lift and a little lower. You're welcome to just do the legs, or keeping the forehead on the hands. You can add a chest lift, squeezing the upper back and lower. You're keeping the pelvis bone anchored to the mat. The belly's pulled in. You should just feel this in your upper back and your glutes and hamstrings, maybe even all the way down the calves. Rest the head in the hands if you're lifting with me. The whole body is lifting except for the core. We've got 3, 2, last one. Bring the hands right under the shoulders. Relax everything in the hip area. Take a big inhale. Then we'll push up and come to child's pose. Stretch the arms forward, let the hips reach towards the heels. And we'll inhale, come up. We're gonna grab our ball, kind of use it like we did the other day at our low back. So we're gonna keep the bands on unless you're sick of them and you don't want any more leg work, but I'm keeping mine on. So, the
Thank
ball,
you for the option.
yes, the ball is at the bottom, right anchored real low. You're sitting nice and tall. Take a big inhale, and then on the exhale, pull the belly to the spine, press that low back against the wall, and you make a little curve here. You want to keep the core solidly pulling in, pressing into the ball. You can bring the hands to the outside of the thigh. And we're just holding here. Think about pulling the belly into the spine. So take an inhale, holding everything still. It's just your breath working. Big inhale. Exhale, pull the belly to the spine. Feel the ball move from the pressure. If it gets too much, we'll do something else. So just sit tight. I'll adjust. Take a big inhale. Exhale, pull the belly to the spine. You feel it against the ball. Everything's firing up and we've barely done anything. One more big inhale. Exhale, pull the belly to the spine. Keep it anchored. We're gonna maybe leave our hands like this, I think. Lift one foot and then the other. So the ball is our support. We're pulling the abs to the spine.
So if I'm feeling like too much of a lower back, can I put
Yes.
my arms down?
I'm
just not
arms
strong
down.
in my...
Yes, arms down, support yourself. That's perfect. And then maybe you'll build up too.
Yeah.
But keep pulling the belly to the spine.
I mean, I still feel it.
Yes. We'll come down to the ground in a few. Pull the belly in. And maybe you just return to the beginning where we were just breathing and pulling the core in and hold there. You can support yourself, yes, with your arms. And then Catherine and I are going to try bringing our hands down in front of us, but keeping that little curve to lift both and lower. Little lift and lower. Every time we pull the belly to the spine. 2. Last one. Pull the ball out, roll onto your back. Okay? We're going to come to tabletop with the legs. That just means knees right over the hips. We're going to have a slight separation of the feet and the shin because we want just a little resistance on the band. Doesn't have to be a lot. Pull the belly to the spine. Lift the arms to the sky. So we're going to think about that dead bug where we're going to extend the right leg and left arm overhead. Bring everything back to center and then switch. So we're alternating opposite arm and leg. The core is staying pulled down. Think of pulling the abs in and spread them out. And like I said, if the loop is getting too annoying, just trash it. You'll get the same work with dead bug. It's a very deceivingly simple but killer core.
Yeah.
Keep alternating. So when I let my arm and leg extend, I think inhale. When I bring everything to center, I think exhale, pull that belly to the spine. We'll do 3 more each side. One more each side. And then we'll meet back in our tabletop. Our hands are going to come down by our side. We're going to keep our heels together. Our toes can be apart. You might notice your knees open just a little bit. That's fine. We're thinking of that clamshell we do sometimes on the floor. So the heels stay squeezed together, but we're just going to spread the knees a little wider and come back to center. A little open, a little closed. So we press the heels together. Then pull the belly to the spine and just squeeze the glutes to open the knee against the loop. And if you want to intensify the core a little more, grab your ball, press both hands against the ball over the chest, and you'll feel your core fire up even more. You even start shaking. We've got 3, 2, last one. We'll bring the feet down, the ball down. We're going to come into a little bridge. I have my feet about hips distance apart right behind the bum. My hands are down, pressing into the mat. Pull the belly to the spine and see if you can vertebrae by vertebrae roll your lower back or your mid back, your lower back, your sacrum off the mat, and extend your hips long. And if we looked at your side from the shoulders to the knees, would be a nice straight diagonal line. Should feel a good stretch to those quads. We worked them pretty good today. We're just holding our bridge to start. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, vertebrae by vertebrae, very slow. Think of mid back coming down, lower back coming down, then the sacrum, then the bum, okay? Big inhale, roll yourself back up. Just a slow little roll up. And when you get at the top, hold. We'll stretch out the quads, stretch out the core, press the arms down. And then on your next exhale, we roll back down. Try to see if you can feel each little area of the back connect. Let's do that one more time, nice and slow. Big inhale, lift slowly. Vertebrae by vertebrae, holding at the top when you get there. Exhale, slowly roll back down. Maybe rock the knees side to side like a little windshield wiper. Yes, we're going to get rid of the bands in just a second. So go ahead and slip your band off, but I want to put it on the bottom of the feet. Okay?
Right.
Okay, like this. And then my feet are to the sky. I'm going to start with my everything down except for my feet are lifted and my hands are gripping the little loop. Okay? I'm going to take a big inhale and ab curl up like I'm trying to reach my chest towards my toes. And then I'm going to flip my palms and put them where my palms are up. And maybe I can do like a little bicep curl. And then we're going to lift ourselves a little bit higher. Stretches the whole back side of the body. And then we'll exhale, come back down. Let's flip the left foot out, leave the right leg in, and use the little loop to gently draw the leg closer to the body. Take a big inhale here. So we're going to do that same little ab curl with this right leg. So the right leg holds steady. Take a big inhale. Ab curl up like you're trying to reach your nose towards your toes. Flip the arms over. Maybe do a little bicep. Draw down. Hold it here. Nice little crunch and a stretch all at the same time. And then we'll lower back down. Bring the left foot back up into the band. Switch the legs. The right leg comes down to the mat. First, just draw that left leg towards the nose. Nice little stretch to the back. Big inhale. Then we're going to ab curl up. Like we're reaching towards our toes. Pull the belly to the spine. Maybe flip the palms and gently draw the leg even closer. So we're ab curling and we're stretching the leg all at the same time. Holding here. Big inhale. Exhale, lower down. We're going to just release the band completely. Ooh. Reach both legs to the sky. Flex the foot and open the legs up to just kind of like a mid V to where you're about the width of your mat. Okay? You can keep your hands behind your head or you can reach through your legs. We're just going to do some crunches to finish and we'll stretch out. So I'm just crunching through the V that I've made with my legs. We'll crunch. 5, come back to center. 5, 4, 3, 2, straddle the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, back to center to finish. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hug the knees into the chest. Gently rock side to side. Extend the legs long, extend the arms overhead. Get a full body stretch, let that whole core stretch and open. Reach the toes towards the end of the mat. And we'll inhale, hug the knees to the chest. You can roll to the side to sit up, or you can rock and roll forward and sit up. We're going to just do a little stretch to finish. So I'm going to do my feet in this little triangle shape. My left shin is parallel to the edge of the mat. My right leg is behind. I call this mermaid. I don't really know what it's called. Then I'm going to take the ball into the same side as my front. And we'll inhale the right arm to the sky. And we're just going to side bend and roll out over the ball, trying to keep the hips down. And then we'll inhale, lift tall. Exhale, roll out. Doesn't have to be a big inhale, lift. Press the feet down, press the knees down, press the hips down. Think of the core letting you lean over. It's okay, we're getting both sides, so it'll be all right. Think of pull the belly as you lift tall. Almost done. 2 more. So it's like an up and over we're thinking. 1 more. Then my free hand I'm going to bring actually onto the ball, and my left hand I'm going to bring back. And then we're just going to reach out over that front knee and lift back tall. And see if you can make it come from the core. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. The hips stay down, the knees stay down, the feet stay down. And it's just almost like we're doing a little forward crunch reach and lift. We've got 3, 2, 1 more, and just hold here in the little forward fold. Think about that left hip, let it stretch almost like we were in pigeon. You can use the left hand to kind of support the weight a little bit if you need help there. Take a big inhale. And then we're going to lift tall and switch our feet. So the ball will come to the side with the front knee. Inhale the right arm to the sky. Side bend over. And lift back up. See if it can all come from that core. So we're almost reaching tall and then sliding out. And you can do this without the ball, but it just helps you to make this little flowy reach a little better.
I like that name.
Yeah.
How is the flowy reach?
We'll do 2 more. Press through the feet, press through the knees. Trying to keep those sit bones down. 1 more reach. And then we'll bring the ball in front of the knee. Switch the hand on the ball. You can bring that left hand down, and we're going to roll forward, a little forward fold, and lift tall. But you want to see if it can come from the core, and the glutes kind of squeeze to
What's
lift
your
you
other
up.
arm doing? I can't remember what it is.
I'm just supporting myself.
Okay.
So switch hands on the ball.
That's what's
Yes,
weird.
yes. There you go.
That's better.
Yes. Pull the belly in every time you come to sit tall. You've got 3, 2, to the side. We're going to do a nice little straddle sit. Reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold in the middle. I like to start with a nice flat back first. Think of just reaching from the hips, chest is shining forward. Let those legs settle in, and then if you'd like to relax, bring the knee or the chin to the knee or to the chest. You can. Oh, some people can go all the way down. I don't think I ever will.
I've never been able to, and I don't think
Yeah.
I will either.
It looks like it feels so good to go flat.
Yes, yes. Keeping the forward fold, let's walk over to the right leg. Imagine you're touching your nose to your knee. Think about that left shoulder. It kind of wants to lift up, and we're trying to do a fold, so see if you can draw that left shoulder down a little. Be a little more square over the leg. Then we'll walk back to center, come to the left side, reach towards the toes, knee to the nose. And sometimes that right shoulder wants to lift. See if you can just tuck it down a little, be a little more square. And we'll walk back to center and walk back in, sitting nice and tall. We'll bring the feet together, the knees wide. Nice tall chest. Let's just stay seated, drop the chin to the chest, hold here. You can sometimes gently draw those shoulders back and down away from the ears and get even a little more stretch to the back of the neck. And then we'll bring the right ear to the right shoulder, hold here. Then travel back through center to bring the left ear to the left shoulder, hold here. And let's just make a couple semicircles from shoulder to shoulder. Kind of stop wherever it's sticky or you have some tension. Release those traps. And we'll meet back in center when you finish. And just inhale, lift the chest. Maybe the chin lifts slightly. Almost think of cow, like when you pull your chest forward through the hands. And then we'll exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone, let those shoulder blades get a really good stretch. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. One more, inhale, lift. And then just forward, straight from here. You can bring the hands to the toes. Your ankles are just much stronger, so I like to hold ankles. Inhale, lift the chest, let the legs cross. Just reach the arms out in front, clasp the fingers, lift the palms, and inhale to the sky. Just get a nice little stretch. You can go side to side, whatever feels good. Maybe press the hands back. And we'll just twist over to the right, bring the hands down, put that over that right shoulder. Come back to center. We can twist to the left. Back to center. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
That was a Pilates-ish. Not
Felt
Pilates. Good.
It's a shaky part. Oh, go ahead, sorry. I said it felt good, even the shaky part.
In the
Yeah,
shaky
right.
part, yes.
That was more Pilates, not even yoga. Is what they would have been.
Yeah, I was going to do yoga, but then I ended up just doing it to warm us up. And
Yeah.
you start it over with me. I'm
I
teaching
think it's great, you could just, it all comes
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
I do too, because if I were to sit down and try to exercise by myself, I'd be like, what do
I
I do?
wouldn't remember all this.
And you do some, I've never done the same exact workout routine with you. Like, I don't know how you mix it up, but
I
I do.
drive myself a little crazy because, like, tomorrow I have to teach 2 classes at Be Happy. One's a yoga fusion class, and one is the bungees.
Yeah. Oh.
So the pungies, I tend to kind of like have a pretty good routine I like to do with them, depending on who's in the class. But the yoga fusion is just something like I'm trying to create. So sometimes it's like this class, sometimes it's like yoga with weights.
Have you done that before?
Have you done the yoga fusion?
It's a new thing we're trying to see if we can bring some new people in.
Okay.
I don't know. It's 8:15 on Saturday mornings.
You want those gunner hardcore types.
Yes, or like the ones that work during the week, you know,
Yeah.
they'll come in. But I don't know, like the clientele mostly at Happy is a little bit older and they don't want to work out really. So I don't know if it's gonna fly, but we'll try it. You know, just to
Gotta
see.
mix it up. You know, you
Yeah.
some of the younger girls that work the desk could pass the word about that.
Yes. You would think. But I'm gonna do like a little bar-ish yoga class tomorrow, just to kind of give them a little flavor of bar and see what they think.
Okay.
If anyone comes. So that's the hardest part about this is that you plan a class and then people may or may not come.
Right.
But I just put it in my back pocket for the next time. So it's good. And that's why I do these home classes, because I would be working out and I hate to work out by myself.
Yeah.
I'm just not very good at it by myself.
I'm terrible by myself. We've got so much room upstairs. We can turn one of the rooms into a gym.
Yeah.
But I just know it wouldn't happen for me.
Right.
I need the energy of other people.
I've had access to gyms. I've never paid for a membership, but I've had access and I didn't use them.
Yeah.
Well, I just gave up my BAC. I used to go there faithfully twice a week to do their little circuit, that red circuit.
Yes.
And just walk the treadmill.
Yes.
Then I just had to put myself to get in there.
I think
Oh,
there
I
is
guess
something
let's
to
go.
community, like doing it together. I'm Chip, by the way.
Kathy.
Happy good to meet you.
Sorry about that.
And you know, I'm always inviting new people, so. Well, because we lost little Arlene, she's moving back to Texas, and we just lost Barbara, because she's moved to Tennessee. So
So we got room for new people.
yeah, so if you ever want to bring a friend, you're welcome. Just let me know if someone's coming and I'll have some stuff for everybody.
Where do they rings go?
I'll probably throw them in there with the rings. Thank you.
I was you last night, Julie, with
She said it hurts.
I noticed her not doing a few of the bend forward movements.
Yes, they told her it was her SI joint. She's inflamed with running, but it's not getting any better. So
Was she determined like what motions? Because I saw last night with the things that she stopped doing were bending forward.
yes, she says any kind of bending's not doing it, and anytime she puts pressure on the hip. So even if she's lying in bed and she's pressure on the hip. I don't know if it's something actually with her hip more than the, I don't know. Well, we're going to the doctor on Monday, so.
Good.
Is
Got
it
it.
Yes.
Oh,
And she's a runner.
Did they x-ray?
They x-rayed and said it didn't, nothing looked out of whack.
Soft tissue. They
But,
probably did MRI.
yeah, I think we're gonna end up probably doing an MRI just to make sure. And they're in their 3-week break before they start practicing for cross country.
Now, what is her sport?
She's a runner.
Okay.
So I'm hopeful that like just more rest is gonna help. I don't know how not to aggravate it next time. Like as soon as she starts running again. So you know, that's what we gotta
They put her
figure out.
on anything? They put her on like the coconut.
Well, they gave her some like just steroids and it helped briefly, but it didn't do anything long term. Yeah, so.
Well, I got that.
I know.
I've been taking measurements my whole life, but
Yeah.
my doctor
Right.
switched me that. He said, you need to not be taking that Terrasone back. This is wonderful. It's really
love
low.
relationship for me, so I try not to take it, but
Oh, I take it twice
For
a
some
day,
reason, it
every
helps
day,
my
you know,
knees
keep
more.
taking it, yes.
My knees more than my back.
So I don't use steroids. You can use the,
It's not. It's
the Voltaren, it's the same thing.
Yes.
So on
But it's like
Sligo
a-
now, I'll do it all.
But for
Well,
some
thanks,
reason,
Andy.
Yes, have a good weekend.
So like,
places of
next week, I'm going out of town on Wednesday, I won't be back till Sunday.
Okay, I think I'm doing class on Monday,
Okay.
but I'll send out a text probably Sunday afternoon.
Okay.
To let everybody know. But yeah, you just let
I
me
think
know
I have a doctor's appointment
when you can. But
what time are we at? Probably time to go to bed.
it's up to you. But yeah, so we're real like.
Good. You heard the door open.
Yes, and it mostly keeps the bugs out unless the wind is too strong, and then it is true. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.